Hey everyone, I'm going to go ahead and give you a tutorial on how to apply the Arabic makeup. I'm using the colors black, red, gold, white, and black. So if you want, you can either pause the video and go ahead and get those colors. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and introduce the colors to you. This is from Mica Bella. It's kind of like a maroonish, reddish color with some sparkle into it. I'm also going to be using blue out of CoverGirl palette. And if you can see, it's kind of dark. By MAC, I'm going to be using their gold. And compared to my other golds, this comes out a little stronger, so I like using this one. And from another CoverGirl palette, I'm going to be using the Off-White color. And for black, you can use any black as long as it has that little sparkle to it. So, first off, you're going to want to start with the gold. And as of right now, I'm going to be using a Q-tip. If you don't have brushes, you can use Q-tips. I ran out of brushes. So, start on the gold. You're going to go from the inner corner and go outward. And you want to kind of put it on thick so that way the other colors won't dominate it. Okay, so you're going from the inner corner and you're going about to the middle of your pupil. And next I'm going to go ahead and get that red. And I'm just going to start applying it on the other side. You want to go to the end of your eye and work your way back up. Okay. And you can always go back later and touch things up in case it falls. So you kind of want to blend it in with the middle, attach it with the gold so they kind of become one. And once you're done with that, you want to get an angled brush, and this is where the black comes in. Now, you're going to go from kind of the end of your eyebrow and just carry it over. Kind of make like a C around the gold and the red. And you want to go all the way to about right there. And this, you're going to kind of like make a wing. You're going to wing it out to the end of your eyebrow. And then start brushing upwards all around so they can meet. Now this is going to soften the black so it won't be too strong. When you apply your other colors, you're not going to really see the black. It's just going to look a little dark like this eye. Okay, so once you're done brushing that up, we're going to go and touch bases with the blue. Okay, now with the blue, you're going to want to go over the lighter shade of the black. Start from the front and work your way back. And after that, we're going to go back with our lighter color. I'm going to grab the white. It's kind of like an off-white, more like a cream color. And I'm just going to apply that right beneath your eyebrow. and over the dark. So I'm applying it. Now I'm just gonna kind of blend it in. But now I'm just dapping it. I'm not really smearing it in there, just dapping it on. Okay. And so now you have your gold, your red, your black, and your blue mixed in, and your white over. And once you get that done, you can start on your eyebrows. I'm using kind of like a, not too dark, but it's kind of in the middle of a dark brown and a light brown. And I apply that at the very bottom. You want to make sure that when you do apply your eyebrows, you don't want to go to the end of your nostril, but at the end of your nose, and then make sure it lines up. And if you want, you can even mark it and start from there. So I line the very bottom. And it gives it that form. So I'm going to grab that same angle brush that I was using earlier, and I'm using the brown from the same palette that I was using the white from CoverGirl. And I'm just going to start brushing upward. I don't really like to make a line up there because it just makes it seem more fake. So kind of just brushing that in, forming it, meeting back at the bottom. And that's about it. At the end, if I think it's too harsh, I kind of just use my finger and soften it up. You can also go over with powder, pressed powder, and I'll make it look lighter. Okay, and now when you're done with your eyeshadow and everything, you want to go ahead and start applying the eyeliner. Now with the Egyptian look, they always have this pointy line right here. So what you can start off as is a little dot. Make sure you guys can see the light. Okay, it's like a little dot. You just poke it. And then concentrate more on just making a straight line. Like that. And with the Egyptian look, you can go with thick eyeliner or thin eyeliner. With my eyes, I kind of have to go thin. And when you do go thin, you apply false lashes, it makes the lashes seem longer. Okay, and you want to stop your liner where about the end of the dark shadow ends. So when I go up, I stop right where the dark starts. And then I have them meet up this end to the other end. And then I just color it in. This isn't going to be our first layer. We're going to go over it with eyeshadow, just so it won't look so shiny and it can look a little more smoky. So when you're done with the tip and the end, you're going to want to go ahead and start at your bottom. And it doesn't have to look perfect because you're going to go over with eyeshadow. And I'm using that angle brush again. I'm going to get some black eyeshadow. I'm just going to kind of color it in. And that also allows your line to perfect it. Okay, so when you're all done with that, if you want to go ahead and touch some colors up, If you see it fading or you see some color looks dimmer than the other, you can go ahead and just touch that up real quick. So a little bit more of that gold. There you go. I've also applied false lashes, but before you apply the false lashes, go ahead and get regular mascara and just do your bottom lashes. Now, the way I do my bottoms, I barely touch it. Just kind of go at the very ends, focus on the ends of the lashes, and just kind of brush it down. You could also use a tip and just kind of glide it over. If you let it sit there and dry for a little bit, it'll dry up and you can put it again and it'll show a little bit more. There's one step that I did forget, but it's never too late to apply this part. I'm going to go ahead and get the gold again and just kind of glide it underneath my lashes. There. And just apply a little bit more mascara. Don't you hate when that happens? Okay, so now I'm going to grab my false lash and just regular eye glue, eyelash glue. And you're going to want to put a thin layer, okay? A lot of people like to put thick, but I put thin. And just kind of spread it from the middle to the end. Okay, and kind of wave it so it could dry up. You don't want it to be wet because that's how it messes up your makeup. So let it air out. Okay. And you always want to go closest to the end of your eye and further away from the middle of the other end of your eye, because if you do it this way, there's more chances of the glue getting in your eye, and then your eyes get watery, and then your whole makeup messes up, and you have to start all over sometimes. So what I like to do, I start from, make it more light, I start from the very end, and I just kind of drop it, let it do its own thing. And then after it's dropped, I push both ends down first. Kind of give it time to dry a little more. And then I get both ends, I just pin it down. When I do that, I grab this other finger and I kind of just press the other parts down. And there you have it. That's going to be your Arabic look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it works out for you guys.